Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I do apologize. Traditionally, in these courses, I do a walkthrough of each module. I had done so, but for whatever reason, it didn't post to the message board. So what I'm going to do today is walk you through modules B, C, and D. I know that module B was due last night. If you are missing anything from it or missing anything in general, you can always submit that. And believe me, if you turn it in, I will grade it. So B1 is, of course, a quiz. The book is located right there, and then it's over chapters 1.1, 1.2, and 1.3. You can have those modules open. You can go through them, make sure that you're fully prepared for everything, and you should be good to go. B2 is communication theory in the business world. You are going to, again, finish reading chapter 1, but in particular, we're going to look at chapter 1.4. And you are going to read the scenario. I know it comes out as a wall of text. The transition process is a little wonky on it, but essentially you will read through this area right here and then answer the questions at the very bottom. So read 1.2 in the email exchange, identify the things, and then in 1.4, talk to me a little bit about whether or not they were a ethical communicator. No wrong answer on that one. This is just to kind of get an idea of where your head's at. B3, Perception of Self-Analysis paper. We're going to watch a short video about grit by Angela Duckworth, answer those 4 questions. Modules A and B, you should get a lot of hundreds. I promise you it won't be hundreds all the way through, but make sure that you get off to a good start. That's what we want to do with these questions, is start getting some of the terminology down and make sure that you have an idea of where you're going. I got a few questions on this particular assignment last night. That's what prompted me to check the announcements and see that there was no video, so I apologize. What we're going to do is we're going to get 5 outside resources based on what we want to give our speech presentation on. And again, that speech presentation is not due until Module D, but we chose last week in Module A something to give a speech on in A4, the speech planning blog. You can change it if it's teaching and training presentation here. If you want to change it to something different, you can still do so, but make sure that we're getting some sources that are not just traditional websites. Module C is public speaking, methods of delivery. We're going to watch the video and we're going to talk about which method of delivery we prefer. I prefer extemporaneous. I've always been better at those. There's a couple of different ways that you can give speeches. Watch the video. This is where we really want. If you leave this class knowing these 4 terms and kind of the difference in them, we are off to a really, really good start. So that one's pretty straightforward. Organize the body of the speech of your future speech that we've got planned. There is an example in here of what this is going to look like, but again, watch that video. This one is super, super short, okay? There are methods of organization based on what you see in the video here, and the steps, the main ideas. And these can be relatively short on here. You can do a bullet point. I need your 3 main ideas. And then module C4 is preparing the outline. Again, it's going to give you an example of what this outline should look like. But again, don't make this harder than it needs to be. I don't need the entirety of your speech at this point. Look at the example. You can download that by clicking right here, and it will pop up. It's gonna look like this right here. And this is a speech that the former department chair of the area had put together. Our thesis, our purpose, and then we do introduction, what our 3 main points are. Then you're going to kind of take the main points and give me the body of what the speech is going to look like. At the end, the conclusion, and again, your references. Make sure that we have references from the annotated bibliography that we've just created in there. We are doing all of the parts that we're going to ultimately turn in as our speech. Planning the speech delivery, this one's pretty straightforward. You're going to answer the questions letting me know when you plan to give the speech and how that's going to look. Again, this speech won't be due till June 26th in Module D, but make sure we're in a good place. And then the last one, create a PowerPoint. Give me a PowerPoint, give me some visual aids that are going to be in the background while you're actually giving your speech. Should be at least 3 slides. Give me an introduction And the first one, give the name of your speech, a short introduction, and also include your name. This is one of the parts where I get to know y'all. So if you'll have any questions, always reach out to me, tlclark@odessa.edu.